everyone. Welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. Well, today I'm going to make for you a pie. That's right. I was tagged by the channel My Blind Mama's Messy Kitchen. And the content creator over there is Jerry. And Jerry tagged me to do a pie for this pie or autumn pie collaboration. So I said, why not? I'll be happy to do it. But I did notice a lot of people were making your typical, pumpkin, apple, pecan, squash kind of pies. And I thought, what's a different kind of pie that I could make? And then I thought about it and I came up with a water pie. Now, have any of you ever heard of a water pie? I'll be honest with you, I never did. I came upon this recipe, because I don't want to take credit for it. I came upon this recipe while browsing through a cookbook. The cookbook was called Sweetness, and it was by Christy Jordan. I picked the book up on sale one day, like I needed another cookbook, like a hole in the head. But anyway, I picked up the cookbook, and I was flipping through it, and I saw this recipe for a water pie. I had never heard of it. I said, what the heck's a water pie? So, if you stay with me, we'll dive right in, get it? We'll dive right in, and I'll show you how we make a water pie. Now, the water pie, let's say, was invented during the Depression. People didn't have much, supplies were very, very scarce, and they just had to make do with what they had. And they were trying to come up with creative ways to use what was in the kitchen and maybe make a dessert that not only were they able to use what they had in their kitchen, but they also wanted it to taste good, and they wanted it to be a little sweet so they could, serve their families a dessert. And that's how this water pie came to be. So we are going to make it now. Let me move my little pumpkin out of the way. And just a reminder, if you're not already a subscriber of mine, go down below and hit that little subscribe button and the bell next to it, and you'll be a subscriber. And you won't miss any of the future recipes I have coming up. And don't forget, the holidays are coming up. So there'll be lots of Christmas recipes. So anyway, enough blabbing. Let's get started. The first thing I did, I preheated my oven to 450 degrees. Now, you're going to need a 9-inch pie crust. I'm sure during the Depression days, they didn't sell ready-made pie crust. But for the sake of time, and I'm a busy diva, I bought a 9-inch store-bought pie crust. Can't even talk today. Anyway, you're gonna put your pie crust on a baking pan. And the first thing we're gonna do, because this is a water pie, is, get my recipe out here, I am going to pour 1.5 cups of water into that pie shell. Did you ever hear of such a thing? So here we go. Here goes the water. You hear that? In the pie shell. All right. So that is step 1. Now, I'm going to take a little bowl, and in that bowl, I'm going to put, let me move this out of the way, over here. I'm going to put in the bowl 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 1 cup of granulated sugar. So let me get my bowl, and I'm just going to mix the two of those things together. So I have my bowl. I'm going to put in it my 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put 1 cup of granulated sugar in there. I'm just going to take my spoon and just mix that all around. So after I get the sugar and the flour all mixed up in here, I am going to, guess what? I'm going to sprinkle the flour mixture all over the water in the pie crust. So let me bring the pie crust with the water back over here. Tell you, this pie is a real conversation piece. That's for sure. I think it's supposed to come out a lot like a custard pie. So we're going to see. We're going to see together on this. Okay, this is pretty well combined. You don't have to go crazy over it. Here we go. All righty. All right. Now I'm going to take this mixture and sprinkle it over the top of the water. So here we go. I'm going to go all the way around. Hopefully you can see this. My cameraman's not with me today, so I can't do a close-up, but I'll put some stills in the video for you. But you can see what I'm doing. It's pretty easy. We're just sprinkling it all around the pie on top of the water. Just get it everywhere. Okay. This is fun, actually. I'm enjoying it. I've never made a pie with a pie crust full of water. Very interesting. Those ladies back in the, or men too, back in the Depression age, they were pretty smart. Alrighty. There we go. Almost there. I'm trying to be nice about it and get it all evenly distributed. Okay. Do you know what we're going to do next? Can you have any guesses? Here we go. Interesting. Looking good. Okay, let me just get that sprinkled around the top. All right, so we have our flour and our sugar sprinkled over the water. Now we're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And you're not going to mix your vanilla through. You don't want to stir the vanilla in there. You're just going to put your vanilla in. So, my teaspoon is in the dishwasher. I grabbed my half a teaspoon, so obviously I have to put 4 of these in. So I'm just gonna do what they said. Put it, don't stir it in, just put it right over the top of the pie. And I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box for you like I always do. All right? Now, do you think we're done? No. There's one more step. You need 5 tablespoons of butter. And you want to cut it into pats, which I already did. And now you're going to place your pats of butter on top of the mixture all around the pie. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to put the pie in my 450-degree oven for 30 minutes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the temperature of the oven to 375, and I'm going to leave the pie in there for another 30 minutes more. And you want to wait until the pie obviously is set. So after it's set and it cools, we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And because we want it to get chilled before we serve it. So after I bake the pie and it's chilled, I'll be back to show you what it looks like, and we're going to do a taste testing on our water pie. So I'll be back in a few. Don't go away. Hi everyone, I'm back. Okay, so I baked the pie at the 450 for 30 minutes. I reduced the temperature to what it said, and I baked it for another 30 minutes. Then I let it sit out on a cooling rack to cool, and I put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. I just took it out, and I don't know, I'm getting a little nervous about this. It doesn't look bad, but I don't know. I can't even tell what it smells like. I wash my hands and I'm touching it, it feels like Jell-O, you know, when Jell-O hardens, but I'm not sure how this baby's gonna cut. So let me try to cut this water pie and see what happens. So don't go away. It's very gooey, that's all I can tell you. Very gooey. And I'm not sure how this is gonna cut or taste, but let me see. I found the outer rim of the crust was getting a little brown when I peeked into the oven, so I put a little tin foil around it, but we'll see. So let me try to cut this. I don't know, it's very gooey. I mean, maybe I should have baked it longer, but I did what they said. So let's try it. Very gooey. Let's see if this comes out. All right, come on, pie. Come on, pie. Let's see what you're made of. This water pie, let's see. I want to get all the crust out of there. Oh, it came out okay. All right, let me move this over. See, it did come out okay. I think I surprised myself. Move that crust over. It looks okay. It kind of looks like a jellied custard pie. So let me get a fork and taste it, and I'll give you my honest opinion on what I think of this water pie. So let's see. Actually, I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Tastes pretty good. I wouldn't say it's custard, but it's creamy. It is creamy. I can taste the crust. It has a little buttery flavor to it, but not a lot. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. I'll have to try another bite. I have to see what the cameraman thinks. He just got home. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Actually, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's pretty good. I'm surprised. I hate to keep saying I'm surprised, but when you're pouring all that water into a pie plate, I had no idea how it was going to come out. And basically, what did they say about this pie? Oh, they said that, first of all, if you're having unexpected company and you don't have much in the house, you can always throw this together as a little bit of a, you know, quick dessert. I don't know if maybe you could sprinkle some powdered sugar on the top to make it look a little bit more appetizing. It's not the most appetizing looking pie, but I'll tell you, it's pretty good. Like I say, it was a pie that originated during the Depression when the times were lean and people didn't have very much and they wanted a dessert. And this is sweet. It's a nice jelly-like, creamy-like, sweet consistency. And I think they said too, half the fun, oh I know, we were talking about it, and they said half the fun of making this pie is telling friends and family that the pie is made out of water. It's a great conversation piece. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I think there's going to be a playlist set up with all the pie collabs in it, and I hope you'll head on over to see it. And once again, if you enjoyed this water pie, we dove into it together, and it's pretty good. So, I wouldn't lie to you. I'll tell you the truth. Okay, not bad at all. So anyway, I do give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being part of my channel. I do appreciate all of you. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for trusting me to come on board here and follow me through this YouTube baking journey. So, don't forget, go down below and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Love you. Toodles.